the champs is in. Champion. We won't back in. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up. Wake up. The cake up. Raise up. Or make us do something. Play the role you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spin a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. Bust down. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my body did. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him, I'm down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you
what
name
up
it.
with you,
This
man?
crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Shit.
It's the final 3 weeks.
They get my 7 and we play from now.
Here as we're underway in week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, shit. Hold up right quick. Let me find my hit, get my headset. Oh, shit. I hope these bitches charged up. Shit. Yeah. Alright, you can hear me? Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna do a streak up to one of these sides. I'm trying to play. Can't be that hard to find a damn play. I'm gonna go up the right side.
Ohio! Let's go! 1-9!
Shit.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go! 1-9! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it audible?
Oh, shit.
Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, the rain should be fucking me up. I don't like it either. Damn.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Yeah.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. A little 360. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Oh, boy.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, you should have had him blitz or man them up. I ain't going to be giving y'all these tips, man. Oh, boy. We got him.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but
that's how that should be. Hey, I was watching the Giants and the Titans game, man. And the game was tight up until the 4th quarter. After that, right, Titans pulled
as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
What you doing, bro?
And he'll take it
Really
back to
tripping
about
to
the
it. I wish he had a
19-yard
went on here and
line.
ran out the end zone. Damn, one of my
Ready to
partners.
march out of the field.
And my partner sent me an
following the
invite on Call of
interception, just
Duty.
any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They wrong for that.
How they attack him here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Man, I thought I did too.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
14. Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51. Right.
Now Wilson throwing again.
Ooh, that's that rain.
Incomplete.
That's
Zay
that
Jones
rain.
was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback.
They rain a
When you're trying to throw
motherfucker, boy.
inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Yeah. They rain a motherfucker.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. And a big one here as he's taken down.
Good
We've
defense.
watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it.
They still
Third and
ain't.
long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite
That
defensively.
ain't even,
right?
that wasn't even no pressure
You know, the
defense.
coach
That's
explained
a
to me years
three
ago that for some teams,
down
that's how they have to
line
do
and
their pass
run.
protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
3-man
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be
Put Stream
frank
up in
about the
the
whole
chat,
thing.
man.
The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You
Put
put it
Stream
through
in the
post,
chat.
That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's
Okay,
get in the end
okay,
zone
I'm
this
gonna
time.
take
I don't know if that
Stream
helped him in
too.
contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards.
Shit. Yeah, it been fucking with me, man. Like a motherfucker.
So barely time
I
to catch
lost
our
about
breath.
3
Here's
games
1st
back
and
to
10
back
just
after
outside
that
the
update.
red zone. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Look at the spin. He's to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
What a great
A
play.
great play there.
Yeah.
His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Nah. I just stream for
the
different
extra
reasons.
point,
You know,
and
like
that
if
makes
I
our score
gotta complain or
17-0.
something like that, that's why I stream every game. And then plus I got a camera, so I like to be on the camera. And I ain't pay all the money for that bitch just for it to sit up there.
The kickoff team on the field now.
How about this bit when it first dropped? It was so hard to find this bit somewhere. I had to go all the way up to Memphis to find it.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And things haven't started so well for
like
this
2 hours
2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at
went
play
up there
calling,
for a weekend,
but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11,
so happened to go by GameStop while I was up there and they had that bit
and break through the barrier.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Spread left, spread left. Shotgun.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Come on.
This is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one down inside the 30-yard line. Thought he had the peg. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Leaves it for Petty. And now running right through it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice
Why did he?
And he'll be brought down.
I ain't even got that shit on, man.
Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Penny.
Come on.
And oh, he coughed it up.
There we go. There we go. I hit the strip button on that. I hit that button.
Number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 following the fumble recovery.
I hit that strip button in. Damn. The rain, partially.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Look at that.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
We needed that.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 13.
We got 3, fellas.
it's Wilson. Steps away. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Penny. A beautiful fake. Jukes by again. He's trying to get this up over the 20-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try and run for it with Penny.
Come on, there we go.
No
there we
on the
go.
Play there. A nice job
Good
defensively.
shit.
And it likely
Good
forces
shit.
a punt situation on 4th.
Woo.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great
you know
job
you can go for it now.
The offense.
Now here's Michael
Down
Dixon
17.
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away. Boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And the Panthers coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yeah, you ran from behind your
4th down
block.
run successful. Now they look to pay it off on
block
1st down.
engaged, so,
Now they'll run it on the toss.
This nigga just moved right back.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back to throw here.
Come on, man.
There, a nice hit. Jars the ball free.
At least call a fumble on there. Damn.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The string worked against the blitz. That'd have been the best time to run the string.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively.
That's why I don't even pay no mind to that practice. I just do whatever I done turned goals.
As they line up 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Look at that!
And that's going to be too high.
Man, my quarterback just can't throw, man. That's all it is.
Field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This
I
is
ain't
3rd
putting
and
nothing
10.
on them, just throwing the fucking ball.
Looking to throw.
Look at him, he throws the
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Man.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Oh, shit.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very that forces him to settle for
right.
It does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
12, 12, 12.
Yeah.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Oh, yeah! 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
You got to go put them in at every position. Like at the power halfback. That was probably a power play. What up?
Mama said Tuesday, if you ain't got nothing to do Tuesday, would you take her to Jackson? She said she'll furnish the gas, and we're going to eat at Golden Corral.
Okay. Tuesday.
We got to be there 8:90.
Shit, we got to leave by what, 6, 7? Alright. Where you got to go?
And then, go, so when we get back, she'll just be in her car and go on back home. But I already got it straight. What money we
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
After she go to the appointment.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there.
We have indeed. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Oh, yes, it did.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Come on, give me my pick. Give me my pick.
Tyler Lockett was the target
Damn.
there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, Lord.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
He ain't going to be up early like that.
Now Wilson.
Oh, thank you.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
All right. I'm
likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson looking deep downfield. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
That's it.
All right, hang on. We'll jump
I know we don't got it.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead in the locker room. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
I'll talk to you when I'm through with it, though.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right.
Hey, you got 3. Tight. 280.
Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 35.
He's got a tight end.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
That nigga burnt us. Nigga, that nigga ain't slow.
For the Seahawks. 43 yards.
That nigga burnt us. Damn.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Right.
Come on, tempo.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's a
come on, man, wrong for that.
Tight end. And he'll be brought
man
down
is wrong for that.
just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7
Damn.
yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
That fool been picked all
defense in this
day.
situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
I ain't got this shit on. They better not pull no face, man.
Shaq Lawson.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
I was hitting the right hole.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the ball moving.
Oh, excuse me.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there. Right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Man, no that. Get it.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Come on, man. Been through that ball. Man, the game fucking...
With great field position.
I hit the button no sooner as I saw that shit.
All these years we've been watching
the game got froze,
right? That whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch
no
the
bullshit.
They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Right.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now Rashad Penny. And
come on, my shit is not on. Why they put...
This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first
down. What I was going to say, you better give me that. You better give me that.
These guys will get the football back. Last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this team.
Hell yeah, you'd have it if you'd have closed it. I was like, man, they better not let this catch this ball.
The confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
But I hope I don't run for the 23
The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough.
Yeah, I think you go play it. I want bullshit.
They can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
I can't give up 2 in the bottom.
At this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The former LSU player Dante Jackson on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
36 power. Gun.
To throw on second down, Wilson.
I couldn't get
And he
that.
finds Penny. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch safety creep, 14. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Come on! Come on with the bullshit!
Get this inside the 30.
Come
The result of
on!
first down is a quick slant gets him 14. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
I'm done.
Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah.
Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Man,
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A handoff to Penny. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Got it. Hey, over here.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They come out here in the eye. A give to the fullback on the dive. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Alert! 380! Check 59, Mike. 14.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Come on.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
Damn, nigga, you supposed to have him blocked.
Maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll drop to throw.
Damn, I threw it to the wrong nigga. Okay.
He's got his target.
Shit, I wanted circle.
And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Shit, I wanted
That one
circle
goes
on
for
that play.
29 yards on 3rd down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Yeah. That's how it is
So
in
signs of
Mississippi,
life in
man.
what's been a dormant
It'll
offense
be
in the
hot
second
one day
half.
and
Here's
they
1st and
cold
10.
as shit. Think it's like that all over though.
McCaffrey on the counter.
Don't go out of bounds.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escape, and he goes down.
Oh, no, he ain't gonna
Enough
fight.
to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out.
He's out.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
95, 95.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
My playoff hope still alive. You shouldn't have lost that game against them. Shit. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. That's how that should be, man.
The Panthers down to a knee and a victory formation. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Panthers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.